Imagine being a die-hard fan, only to meet your idol in a state of complete disarray. This is exactly what happened to Todd Rundgren when he crossed paths with John Lennon during the former Beatles' infamous Lost Weekend, a period marked by excessive drinking, drug use, and erratic behavior. But here's where it gets controversial. Rundgren, a massive fan, couldn't help but express his disappointment publicly, sparking a war of words that captivated the media. And this is the part most people miss. Lennon, rather than escalating the feud, reached out privately to bury the hatchet, revealing a side of him that was both vulnerable and self-aware. In a recent interview with The Guardian, Rundgren recalled their first encounter at a Hollywood party. John was in the corner, looking like a bundle of rags, with nothing to say. I was deeply disappointed. Later, during an interview, Rundgren criticized Lennon's behavior, stating, "You can't be a revolutionary and preach one thing if you're behaving in another way." This comment quickly became a headline, catching Lennon's attention. Lennon responded with an open letter, defending his right to artistic freedom. "I have never claimed to be a revolutionary, but I am allowed to sing about anything I want, right? I don't represent anyone but myself." The disagreement escalated into a media spectacle, but Lennon took the high road. Rundgren recounted, "One day, John called me and said, 'I think we're being used here, so let's bury the hatchet.' I agreed, and that was the end of it." But here's the thought-provoking question. Can artists truly separate their personal lives from their public personas, or do their actions always shape how we interpret their art? Shifting gears, Rundgren also reflected on his early career, admitting to ruffling feathers during his first major gig as a studio engineer for the band. "I was a smart-ass kid, calling Garth Hudson old man without realizing he had narcolepsy," he confessed. Rundgren's candidness extends to his thoughts on Prince, whose music he admired but found lyrically perplexing. "I don't know what the hell Purple Rain is. Is it some kind of pollution?" he quipped, sparking another debate. Does music need to make literal sense to be impactful, or is its power in its ambiguity? For over half a century, Rundgren has pushed boundaries as a producer, creating some of the most unconventional records to chart. His journey, filled with both triumphs and controversies, reminds us that art thrives on authenticity, even when it's messy. So what's your take? Do artists owe us consistency between their lives and their work, or should we judge them solely on their creations? Let's discuss in the comments.